Things you didn't know about Valorant. Let's start with the best one. On A side, you can notice this strange door. It was actually open in the early stages. For unknown reasons, it was later on removed and locked. The first one is you can notice that there is heat coming out of the generator. Now the generator leads to multiple lights which point out at a museum. Such a museum is not known what it is or what it has, but is very interested by Kingdom. It could be possibly related to the Valorant lore, I don't know. At A side, you can see an Italian wine shop. What's really nice about this is that each wine is its own specific. Now, there is also the teddy bear drinking and eating with his friends. Over here, you can also see Dan the penguin, who is just looking and being jealous. We all love you still, Dan. We can see the gelato ice cream shop here, which is really interesting as it has each own different flavor. Flavors come out in black, which I'm not sure what it tastes, but it has stracciatella, strawberry, and Yoru's, I don't know, abilities. Gelato was a fancy restaurant before the Ascent uprising happened. There are multiple papers in this bookshop, but what you didn't know is that there is a missing person poster. Either that or it's a wanted one. You can clearly see the face. On the well, you can actually notice a Piraeus lion. There are 4 lions in Venice, which represent Saint Mark. If you jet dash up here, you can actually see a half balcony, which is very prevalent in Venice. Seeing such leaves here that have grown for some time, it could potentially mean that the island was up for a while. You can see an open pizza box. It was probably Brimstone. You can also see that this is probably the Kingdom boss, which Cypher puts up propaganda through the world. You can also see various rat posters scattered in Valorant, which basically is very known for Venice being an infestation of rats. There is also very much spoiled onions on the floor, considering Ascent has been there for a while. And you can also see a teddy bear, a cute looking one, scattered across the map. Now what's really important is about this bike. This simple bike we can also see on Icebox. It's not sure if Kingdom is producing them, but we will find out soon enough. What you're actually defending is a boat making workshop. That's right, there was a boat being made until Kingdom took it all. There is actually a dragon under this dried river. And it's really nice seeing that Valorant is putting lore out there from Italy. It's really sad seeing that the carpenter's home was destroyed. If you jet dash up here, you can actually see another teddy bear. He's hiding from the dangers in Valorant. You can also see a light source, but I'm not sure what it means, and I'm really curious what it could potentially be. Now we're entering the indoor market, and the indoor market has a lot of history. You can see a crab here, a whale, another fish, and this was actually, all of them were shops. Now I don't know who has dancing fish as a logo, but hey, you do you. So in particular, what's very interesting here is you can see all of things that are in the sea, right? You can see a crozet, but what's really interesting is you can see a mermaid here with some shells. At B side, at the shack, you can actually see this little octopus holding a key. Does this key mean it can open any doors? It's next to the Greek mythology. I'm definitely interested to see what it has, but I'm more interested on what this means and why is it standing here. And remember, there are no other portraits anywhere else, and it seems like a green map. Is it a new map or is it just old version of Ascent? We will find out soon. Also, if you go up here, you can see 2 plants which usually aren't accessible unless you're a jet. This is really nice stuff. What's real interesting is that there is a boat hanging onto there where the river should be. This is also a crossed intersection, and there are random numbers on these doors presenting where people live. These details are just too perfect. The church here is Judaistic, which is, I hope I spelled it correctly, but you can also see the trash cans near here have specific details of what and what not to throw. Their garden is just beautiful. They also have a bell, which sadly does not work. You can also see over here there is a life raft, which doesn't really help you considering we are miles off the ground. Also, if you jet jump, you can kinda see that there is a bottom and it does not look safe. You can also see that the drain is pouring down water, and I am not sure if they have an unlimited water supply. At A site they have a very interesting pig logo, but if we look a bit closer, this is the meat the teddy bear was eating. You can also see some meat for a dog and very likely a kitchen knife for cutting cheese. I think the details are just uncanny. You can also see a small ventilator here, which most likely supplies either air or makes it cool. The tree here is so old you can't jump through it and is blocking all, and I mean all, the light in this room. I think it's really nice seeing a tree grow so much without it dying. This is just a bonus, but you can actually jump dash through this and shoot. Fun fact, all of the doors on Ascent are locked and none of them are usable except the one with the levers. Also, the one in the levers inside have details of wiring, which I find really detailed. You can also see this shop has something to prevent sunlight. Here you can also see more details about what we have on the mythology in Venice. And looking a bit more into this, it could be Jupiter, the Italian sky god connected with rain, storms and thunder. What you can see here is that the lining and wiring here is very unsafe. And we can also see here there is a simple trash. Where he left it at the door, I'm unsure, but I can see the sardines are blocking the path to this way. You can also see a famous painting, which I forgot, so sorry. What else do you want to see in Valorant? Please be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it. It will help you out a lot. And see you until next time. If you want more, leave a like.